ISBM, your first step towards right career.
Hi students, good afternoon. So yesterday we had done something about presentation skills and listening skills. I hope you reviewed it and you got good inputs from it. Today we are going to start with, let's start today with something about interviews. So because in the coming time you're going to face interviews, right? So let us groom ourselves about interviews. So before going to the interview tips and techniques, I would like to tell you something about the types of interviews and about the different types of interviews, and then we are going to further proceed about it. So first of all, do you know what is an interview? Yes, interview is a formal communication between a group of people, or where at least there are two sides, two people who talk with each other. One is the interviewer and one is the interviewee. So there are at least two parties need to be present for an interview to be conducted. So the person who is taking the interview is called the interviewer, and the person who is giving the interview is called as the interviewee. So these are two opposite parties who have to be present face to face, or to interact with each other and to understand question, and interview happens through question and answers. So why does the interview actually happen? An interview happens with the purpose of getting information from the interviewee, any kind of information which the interviewer wants. So who are the two people involved in interview? The two people, they are two parties which can consist of many, the interviewer can be a group of interviewers also. The interviewee will be one, definitely. So the interviewer is the person who is taking the interview. So he could be a single person, or there can be a panel of interviewers, right? And the person who is giving the interview is the person who is giving the interview is the interviewee. Means the persons who are asking the questions are the interviewers, and the person who reveals his information or who gives his information is the interviewee. Understood? So interview is held with the purpose of getting the information, fine, from the interviewee. So two parties are interviewers and the interviewees. Very good. So what is an interview? Basically, an interview is a conversation between two people, that is interviewer and the interviewee, where questions are asked by the interviewer to obtain information from the interviewee. As I told you, interviewer is the person who takes the interview and he asks question to obtain information from the interviewee. So the conversation is between the interviewer and the interviewee, where questions are asked by the interviewer to obtain information from the interviewee. So if I am taking your interview, I am the interviewer and you are the interviewee. Very good. And if I am alone, I am a single interviewer, or I can be a group of people taking your interview, then I am a panel of interviewers. Right? So what is the purpose of the interview? The purpose of the interview is to collect the information from the interviewee. So who asks the questions? The interviewer asks the questions, and the interviewee answers the questions or reveals his information. Now, it is not always a job interview. Whenever we hear of the word interview, we think it is for job selection. No, interviews can be of different types depending upon different situations in the organization. The word interview can stand for different things. For example, a TV reporter is, asking, is asking questions to a celebrity on television. It is also a type of interview. So it is a journalistic type of interview where a journalist is asking questions from a celebrity to get his information. So it is not that interview is only for selection purpose or job purpose. Interview can be of different categories depending upon the situations. As I told you, an example is a reporter interviewing a celebrity on television. This is a journalistic type of an interview. It can be one to one, but usually when it comes to television, there are many reporters from different channels, right? Then there are job interviews which we all are aware of, and in the near future, you all are going to face them. I have faced them. Every one of us who are going for a job or a career will face them. So a job interview is done for the purpose of selection. Here you